So as I'm sitting here still waiting for the main event of UFC 300, which if I'm being completely honest, I have a pretty good idea of what it is. I am just not going to tell you because then I'll get in trouble. You know the whole thing, right? Lose your job, lose your money. I don't want to do that, as I would expect you not to want to do that for me either. But I still love you. And here's what I've been thinking though. When the UFC 300 main event is announced, is it going to be better than a fight that has already been announced and only continues to build as we get closer? At least in my opinion. I have multiple group messages.
185. Official weight 185 pounds for Jack Hermansson. 185 and a half. Official weight 185 and a half for Joe PYFER.
Joey. Let's go, Joe. Let's go. Let's go, Joey. Yeah.
5 rounds if needed. Jack.
It's been 84 years.
The greatest comeback of all time will take place in Las Vegas for International Fight Week on June the 29th. Come a little closer. And the opponent, Michael Chandler. And the weight, Mr. Chandler, 185 pounds.
I'm known for being disciplined, professional all year round, 24/7, and I just wasn't that time. So I was really disappointed, and you know what I mean. It snapped me out. Like I was drinking every day for like 3-4 weeks. Like honestly, like I don't even know if I've got that. Like that's unheard of for me. Like every day, like I've never ever done that.
Have you seen the reports that Volkanovski was talking about how he was not focused in his fight with Islam Mokaev? He was drinking, it was short notice, and that's why he fought the way that he did. Does that sound like excuse making to you, or does that sound like a reasonable reason why he looked the way that he did in his last fight?
So to accept such a big challenge like he did without training camp, that looks a little bit unprofessional for me, because I don't know, when you move up to the next weight class and you fight with a guy who is a champion in the next division, you need a full training camp, right? Even if he wouldn't drink and this and that, you need a whole training camp to face such a big challenge, you know? So I don't know if he's making excuses, he's saying the truth. Who cares? He lost and that's it.
Conor was never thrown out. We spoke about Nate a little bit, but I don't think they're bringing him back. I'm not sure. I don't want to get into all that stuff. I don't know what's going on. But no other big names. Nothing was thrown.
Okay. Were you bummed by that initially?
I mean, the Nate one's going to get away. I don't know how many fights I have left. I think 6 with the UFC. He's moving on to boxing and stuff like that. I just don't see how our paths will cross. But I just wanted to fight this guy because I grew up watching him.
Will that be a bummer for you if that, like, given the history dating back to 230, I think it was, in New York City, 2018, the fact that this never happens, do you feel like, will that be one that eats at you when you're older? I would
have liked it to happen, but I would really like for the UFC or for Nate to be honest and tell the truth about why that fight fell apart, because everybody still thinks like I pulled out and all this, but
Can I ask you why did it fall apart?
I mean, I think personally, he was playing a bunch of games with the UFC. They started offering me replacement opponents, telling me he was off the card. I had a hip problem going on. I let the UFC know. Everyone know I was going to fight if it was him. If they use a replacement fighter, I'm out. I'll fight if it's him. I'll push through this training camp. I'm fine, but I need to get this taken care of. And when they started offering replacement opponents, I was like, well, I'm not fighting these replacement guys.
Okay.
When we gonna fucking spar, bro? I heard we're gonna set that shit up and get it out.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I think that'd be fun.
How long are you in town for?
I'll be in town for a couple more days. But boxing though, MMA is a little, I don't know if that's gonna be.
You ever had a boxing fight?
No, I haven't.
We are wrestling tomorrow at 11.
Wrestling?
No, I'll box, but we'll wrestle. I'll give you a couple rounds.
Okay, I'm supposed to train with Jake Shields tomorrow, so if you want to come at the same time.
Where is he training?
We're gonna go to the UFC arena.
At 11?
I think right after prayer, so like maybe 2 o'clock. But I can go early.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know about that shit, dude, but I got you, bro. We'll be at 11.
All right, I'll see you there.
Bring Shields, bro. I invite him to come wrestle with us, too.
Okay.
The next day.
I wanted to do this a little bit longer. Let that right hand go, Sneako. There you go.
Oh. Jesus Christ. That's enough.
You didn't fall down, Sneako. You didn't fall down.
You didn't fall. Good work, bro.
Always good graphics and heavy shots, man.
Good job.
You go down. Let's train.
I've seen pro fighters get dropped by the shot.
Hey, you didn't fall, Sneako. Good job.
Yeah. That was awesome. Good work.
That's it.
There we go.
Legend, hey, legend. Get it.
Sean Strickland.
Nasty looking guy. Look at those ears. You look at those ears. Oh. I looked at him. I said, I want no part of him.